guys, welcome to October 1st, the official beginning of the Sylph Arena Season 2. As most of you know, the Sinister Cup will be the first ranked cup of the season. That is Ghost, Psychic, Fighting, and Steel. With the move change that recently happened, it has shaken up the meta since it was announced. So y'all might want to check out a couple different videos or a couple different websites that kind of tell you the meta and what's going on with all the changes. Um, Before we jump into another one of my Sinister practice videos, I have a announcement about the shirts. Sorry it took so long. It was kind of a crazy weekend, but here it is. So last Friday, I got a message from iDream88 saying that we're looking at 7 to 10 business days before I get the shirts. Um, so hopefully before Northwest Raiders has their first cup, I'll be able to pass those out to everyone. As soon as I get them, I will be posting up at Nani Falcon or at Mad Peckers on a Sunday for the tournament, of course. But if y'all want to swing by, I can give you a shirt then. I will carry them on me. I'll be at Nani on Wednesdays after the raid hour if anybody can make it out there. If nothing else, just message me on Discord and we can set something up to get you your shirts. Alright, so we'll be playing TXRangersFan. Um, Most of y'all, if y'all follow PvP, you'll know that he's pretty dang good. He's ranked 23 in the world last season, I believe. I start off with Dusclops versus his Poliwrath. Now, Dusclops that I'm running has Feint Attack, so I believe this loses in the sim versus Poliwrath because of the Feint Attack. If it would have had Hex, I probably would have won that matchup. So I switch out into my Medicham. He tries to pull a sneaky Hydro Pump, but I do end up shielding, and then he switches into Cresselia. And this is a really bad matchup for me. I'm not going to be able to do hardly any damage to this Cresselia, so I figure I'll just do as much damage as I can before it feints me out. I'm not going to waste a shield um, on this charge move because it'd be pretty pointless. I'd just be using my last shield and not really getting anything out of it. I bring out my Dusclops, but because of the switch glitch and me tapping rapidly, it brings out my Steelix, which isn't the worst matchup, but the Cresselia can still deal pretty good damage to Steelix. I knew nothing would be super effective, so I didn't want to shield, and I'm able to feint it down with another quick move. Brings back in the Poliwrath. This is a pretty bad situation for me because Bubble's super effective, and this Hydro Pump that he has will be super effective. With the recent change Power Punch, it's not as threatening as it used to be, so I figured I might be able to survive another one, but I was wrong. So I lose all that energy I had stored up. I thought he might be going for a Hydro Pump, but I didn't think he had enough time to save up for it, so I decided not to shield. I go for my Shadow Claw, Shadow Sneak, Shadow Punch, and he doesn't shield. He brings out his Alolan Marowak. Now, if he didn't have any shields, I might have been able to win this, but he's able to shield bait me, and then I believe I get a little bit of lag, which it's a quick move, so not a whole lot of damage, but enough to put me behind. And yet again, I don't know if that's intended the way the game's supposed to work, but it's what happened. And since this is practice, I'm not too mad about it. He's able to get to a Shadow Ball, and that will be enough to knock me out. We decided to do best of 3. I ended up doing 4 matches with him because we had a tie in it, but the 4th match did get corrupted, so I won't have that. Sorry guys. I know y'all wanted to see Texas Rangers fan beat me. He did. He won the best of three. But so he switched out his Steelix for my Giraffe rig, which is kind of weird because Steelix does pretty good since it resists the Psychic and has the Crunch to do super effective. Um, I take neutral damage from Ghost because of the. Actually, I think it's resisted damage because normal double resists Ghost. So I'm able to take out his Alolan Marowak, and he brings in a Haunter, which is easily taken down by Confusions because it's so much of a glass cannon. I was kind of regretting not bringing a fighting type into this. He has 2 shields, so I was going to try to bring in a Alolan Marowak and just bait shields if possible. He really doesn't have the affordability, but I was not expecting an Earthquake there, so I'm down to Mawile versus his Steelix. It is full health versus his pretty hurt Steelix, and I'll be able to just take it out with quick moves. So, round 3, like I said, we had a tie, and it's a little weird. Not sure if the game was working 100% as intended. He starts off Steelix, I start off my Dusclops. I decide not to block this, it should be a crunch. Get message, sorry, goes away. And go for the Fire Up Punch. This will be a. I can't remember if it's neutral because ground resists fire or if it's super effective because steel. But I go try to get it off again. I believe he shields this one. He does. It probably would have taken out his Steelix or at least put it down really low. But because I don't shield, he will get the switch advantage and I get the switch glitch. He decides to stay in with his Steelix. I believe he's pretty close to an Earthquake, so I decided to shield, but it was just a crunch. So he got rid of my switch glitch for me, and now I have a lot of energy stored up on Poliwrath. He brings in his own Poliwrath. Now, this Power Punch, along with it getting nerfed, it's not going to be doing much damage to Poliwrath. So I try to just get off a couple, and then, maybe get off a Ice Punch after a third, or maybe a fourth one, hopefully. But even that would be resisted. 2 times actually, double resisted, because fighting along with water both resist ice. He gets off a Hydro Pump. I should have shielded. Maybe it would have turned out a little different. I think I shield this one, which the Hydro Pump would have been such a better shield usage, so he definitely got me there. I go for this Power Punch, and it's able to feint him down. I get 1 hit off on Alolan Marowak and go down. My last Pokemon was Bastiodon, so I felt kind of good at this point, but he's able to piggyback off himself, which denied me a quick move a little later on. I go for this just to force him to use his last shield. And here I believe you'll see the double Bone Club. And had I been able to get a quick move off between these, it would have feinted his Alolan Marowak, but as you see, I'm tapping and nothing's happening until he gets another charge move off. So it was kind of frustrating seeing how I would have, won this best of 3. But it is what it is. We both have 1 hit, and that's it. And for everybody interested in the Northwest Raiders tournaments, I'll be giving you a sneak peek as to when our Sinister Cup will be held. Quick hint, it's here in a couple seconds. So like, subscribe, tell me everything you hated about my video, and I'll see y'all in the next one.